Hi yogis, welcome back. We're on day 4 of the Soul Reset series yoga classes. I can call you yogis because all that means is that you practice yoga. You don't have to be a, Swami wise man up on a mountaintop or anything. You're all yogis. So welcome back. I'm so glad you're back. We're going to continue on with our class, building on what we've learned, adding some new things. We're going to start today warming up on the floor. So supine on your backs on the floor. So we'll start with just an easy breath. We've talked about the deep yoga breaths and the belly, the diaphragm, the chest. So get yourself comfortable and press your lower back into the floor just a little bit. Arms at your sides. And we'll just warm up here, starting with breath. So inhale. You might even want to put a hand over your belly to make sure you're inhaling way down here. Let it expand. Inhale into your diaphragm, your chest, and then exhale everything out. Again. Keep going at your own pace. Use this time to get yourself centered into your yoga practice. Let go of the rest of the day. Find some peace here just for a few minutes. Breathe in deeply. And breathe out completely. And we'll start warming up by bringing one knee into your chest. And just hold it there. Breathe. Feel that stretch. Your lifted foot, circle it around. Make a circle with your toes. Your big toe, and then the opposite direction. Big toe around. Change legs. Bring it way up in. Feel that opening in your psoas muscles. Stretch out your quads there, these pelvic muscles. And circle your big toe around. Opposite direction. And take that leg back down and reach your arms overhead. Shoulders on the floor. Stretch as far as you can. Reach, reach, reach. And now just reach one arm, but reach the same leg. So stretch that one side of your body as far apart as you can, just right along the floor. Keep everything low to the floor. And relax that arm and leg, and then stretch the other one as far as you can along the floor. Stretch and stretch. And then relax both. Back to the first one. Arm and leg, stretch. Stretch your foot away, your hand away. And relax it. And the second side. Keep it low along the floor, stretch your foot out, stretch your hand all the way from your shoulders, all the way from your waist. Try to stretch both directions. And relax. And one more, arms and legs, all legs. Reach, reach, reach. And relax. Bring your knees both up to your chest now, and your forehead to your knees, or your face, whatever happens to come to your knees. And back down, feet on the floor, and we will stretch arms out to the sides at your shoulders like a T, and then roll your knees over to one side, twist. Look off in the opposite direction, but don't overstretch your neck. Just feel your body moving around, waking up. And change sides, everything. Knees to the other side, head to the other side. Arms out, nice and long. Just let that twist wake up your body. And back up. We did before a seated bound angle. Remember, it was also called cobbler and butterflies. Try that lying down now. Put the soles of your feet together, knees out to the side. Just let those thigh muscles all open up. And knees back up. Sometimes you'll find in yoga classes that they introduce some core work. Obviously, a lot of the things we've done work your core muscles, but sometimes there's a little more targeted core work in yoga classes, so we'll do just a little bit of that now since we're already on our backs. So stay where you are, and we will try this. Feet flat on the floor, knees bent, and arms down to your sides. And what you'll do is you'll lift your hands towards your feet and back down. And let's just do that slowly about half a dozen times. And hold at the top and exhale back down. Let's incorporate your breath. Inhale up, hold, exhale back down. Up and back down. Up and back down. Try to engage your core muscles. Feel those getting stronger. And one more time, reach and back down. All right, let's try the same thing, but with legs up in the air this time. Okay, so get your small of your back comfortable on the floor. See if you can keep your shins up here, your calves parallel to the floor, and this straight up and down if you can. And then we'll do the same kind of reach. Up and down. This time let's exhale up and inhale down. So inhale and exhale. Inhale down, exhale up. Inhale down, exhale. 2 more times at your own pace. And feet down. Take a moment. And then hands behind your head. And you have 2 choices here. You can just go left knee, right knee in either particular order. Or you can keep them both up and do them. Whichever you feel like. Either both up or down and up one at a time. Feel that in your core. All right, how's that for enough core work for today? I'd like to try one more supine pose. And actually it does work your core. It also does that back stretch that we've been working in a few classes. This is called the bridge, okay? So right where you are is good. Feet flat on the floor. And you're lying down. And then basically you're going to use your body to form a bridge, okay? One of those descriptor names that actually match what it looks like. So bring your feet in nice and close. And then what you're going to do is you're going to lift your pelvis up toward the sky. And for now, just keep your arms flat on the floor, okay? So when you're ready, just inhale up and breathe. Neck long, shoulders relaxed. Use your feet to push into the floor more. And then when you're ready to come down, try to roll your spine back down to the floor, one vertebrae at a time. And then relax. We'll try that one more time so you get the idea. And this time try to think about peeling your spine off the floor one at a time as well. Okay? So when you're ready, on an inhale, peel off. Hold the pose, breathing, relaxing, pushing with your feet to lift higher, and then roll your spine back down. And that's bridge pose. Okay, next we're going to head on over to our knees. We've learned these before. We'll mix it up just a little bit, but if you remember table pose, that's basically just hands and knees. So feet are parallel back here, knees are straight under your hip bones, hands are under your shoulders, and you're just making a table, okay? And from here we'll go cat-cow, if you recall that. Cat is arching up, looking forward. Cow is curling in and looking back at your belly. And let's try to incorporate your breath here. So inhale up, exhale, roll in. Inhale up, shoulders stay relaxed, neck long. Exhale. When you exhale down, try to lift your belly way up to your spine. Reach in as high as you can. Inhale up. Exhale down. Carry on. Keep going a few more rounds. Breathing at your own pace, coordinating the inhale and the exhale. And then when you're finished with the round, come back to table and we'll push back up into downward dog. So arms stay, hands stay under your shoulders, curl your toes under, and lift your behind into the sky. And as we said, doesn't matter if your knees are bent, crouched, stretched, whatever works for you, but walk your feet in place a few times, stretch out both of those legs. And press down, press back. What you want to do is open your shoulders as wide as you can and bring your chest way back toward your legs. Hold the pose, keep breathing, try to be engaged but relaxed. Neck is relaxed. And come back to table. All right, I want to introduce you to Sunbird, which we do from table. And this is another core exercise. We're getting a lot of core work today. So Sunbird is also a bit of a balance pose. And I should say a bit, more than a bit perhaps. So, because what we're going to do is we're going to do one arm, one leg. But we'll start with just one arm. So here we are in table pose. Pick an arm and lift it out forward. So now you're on 3 here, 3 legs. See if you can get comfortable with that. What you want is your arms straight forward, head straight, ear alongside it, so head is looking down. And other than that, you're basically in table pose. Put that arm down and try the other arm. And keep breathing. Put that one down and let's try one leg. Pick your leg. You might want to move your knees together just a little bit so you've got a more central balance point. And then take a leg behind you, straight out back. Try to keep everything else in a nice, comfortable table pose. And bring it back down and try the other one. straight back, everything else nice alignment, steady, keep breathing. Back of your neck long and down. Okay, so the next trick for the balance is we'll take one arm out and the opposite leg, all right? So let's see what you can do with that. Sometimes it's easier just to go fast all at once. Arm out, leg out. See if you can hold that position, breathe, and back down. And we'll try it with the other one. Ready? Kind of lift those off, get your balance, and then arm out, leg out. Keep breathing. Keep your balance. Use your core muscles. And back down. And then the good news is we can take it even a step further than that, make it even a harder core muscle workout. And for that, we're going to bring out and in, okay? So what you're doing is that same arm and leg you brought out, then you're bringing in. So you touch elbow to knee and then back out, okay? So you ready to try that? Okay, ready? And we'll just try it maybe 3 times on each side as we're getting used to it today. Okay, so here we go. Breathe, exhale, inhale out, exhale in. Try to coordinate your breath. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. And back to table. Not so bad, huh? All right, other side. Ready? When you're ready, get your balance and inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. And back to table. And now you can reward yourself with child pose. Palms up, hands back, rest your head. Get your legs comfortable wherever they want to be, and just relax. Just take a minute to relax. Feel the energy, the work you've done so far. Okay, relaxing time is over. We're going to come up to standing now. As always, we'll start in mountain pose. Get yourself shaken out, shoulders relaxed. Grab a drink if you need it. Neck nice and long. Feet parallel. And we will start with standing half moon that we did before, if you recall that. So bring your feet maybe just a little bit together here. And for this, we'll have arms coming up to overhead prayer position. And then exhale over to the side. And we're stretching out the open side, not scrunching the closed side. Arms are somewhere right around your ears. You're trying to stay in a single flat plane here, so no curving. Hips are straight ahead. And when you're ready, inhale up and exhale to the other side. And inhale back up. And we'll exhale back, lift your chest, wide open chest to the sky. And back up, and exhale, arms down. That can be sometimes a little bit easier if you clasp your hands. We'll try it again and just clasp your hands and see if you like that better. So inhale up, clasp, and bend. Exhale over. Sometimes it's good to clasp all but index. Inhale up and over. Open your rib cage wide, shoulders are relaxed. Keep breathing. Inhale back up, arch to the back. This time open your palms up, lift your chest. And back to center and arms down. Shake out those shoulders. And we'll counteract that with a nice easy forward fold. Okay? Arms up and swan dive over and just hang there. Stretch your back out. And breathe, keep breathing. And when you're ready, start to roll up. Knees bent. Keep your head down. Stack those vertebrae. Come straight back up to mountain pose. All right, next up I'd like to introduce you to one of my least favorite poses. Shouldn't play favorites, but there you are. You might as well know. Maybe you will dislike it too, or maybe you will love it, who knows. This is called Goddess, okay? So we have a leg situation and we have a hand situation, all right? The hand situation I'll show you first. It's basically just arms out to your sides and then up and palms forward, okay? So those are your Goddess hands. And then the leg situation is a wide stand with both feet out maybe just 45 degrees, okay? What you want is something that you're going to be able to bend out for. We did a standing squat before. Basically your lower legs are pretty much, or your legs are pretty much a standing squat. So you want to be able that you're going to get your knees out over your feet, so don't overextend your feet if your knees aren't going to go out that far, okay? So, are we ready for the Goddess? Arms up and knees down. See what I mean? It's really not fun. It is really not fun. Keep breathing, shoulders relaxed, and come back up. What do you think? I had one instructor who did this every single class, and I hated it every single time. Shouldn't say hate, my apologies, but not my favorite pose. But that probably means it's really good for me, so. Let's breathe and let's try it once more. Ready? Goddess pose. On your mark, get set. Arms up, legs down. Keep holding, keep relaxing. If you can believe it, there's an extended part where you go up onto your toes. I'm not going to put you through that today. Keep breathing, try to keep those thighs wide, knees bent, and come back up and down. All right, deserve a little rest in mountain after that. Take a moment, close your eyes, feel that energy, shake out anything you need to shake out. Okay, if you have recovered well enough from Goddess, we're going to try another hip opening pose. This one's called Flying Monkey. All right, this would be one where you can't necessarily guess what it's going to look like, but we're going to fly, okay? So this is feet wide apart, all right? And basically we're going to go all the way down to one side, all right? So feet a little bit turned out, but pick your side and get ready to sink down into it, okay? All the way down. And then your straight leg, you're going to flex your foot up. And here you are, a flying monkey, okay? Takes a little balance, all right? You have a couple of choices. One is just keep your hands down, keep yourself crouched. Any of that is fine, because what you're really working on is opening up all these muscles here. So it doesn't really matter if you're balancing or not. If you're feeling really good about it, you can bring your hands up into prayer position. Obviously, I'm not feeling really good about it. But there you are, flying monkey, all right? And when you're ready, we're going to just flip over to the other side without coming up. All right, see if we can get a little steadier on this side. Foot is flexed, legs are wide open. Feel that stretch in your inner thighs, both. Okay, and try to bring yourself to maybe a steady place if you can lift up. Keep breathing. And now let's fly back to the other side. You're getting a lot of core work today, and you're getting a lot of hip opening stretching, so good for you. Whatever you want to do. Not that though. Stretch it, feel the stretch. You can stretch a little further if it feels comfortable to you. And then pivot over to the other side. You can use this arm to push this knee out, this leg out a little bit further. You can deepen into this stretch. Flying monkey. Back up to mountain pose. Shake those legs out. Just get rid of that stretch. And then we're going to go back down into a squat. This is actually called Garland Pose, but you and I know it pretty much as a squat, and this will be an all the way down squat as best you can do. And as usual, you have options. If you would rather be kind of more on your toes, if your ankles don't go that far, if you want to put something under your feet, as long as it's not precarious, you can do anything you want. But basically, you have your feet not too far apart. The closer, the better. Well, not to some extent, but whatever feels comfortable. And then you're going to squat all the way down. You can just clasp your hands. You can sit here as long as you like, but we're opening up hips, we're stretching. Try to keep your shoulders, neck relaxed. Just kind of feel this stretch, however it feels comfortable to you. And as I said, if you want to be on your toes, another variation of this is actually on the toes. This is another variation of Garland, just like this, up on the toes. So you can do it either way. But let's come back up to mountain. Wiggle those legs out. And we'll try it once more, just to add insult to injury. Ready? When you're ready, Garland. Had enough? Let's come back up. Shake out your legs. Take a moment. Take a breath. Take a drink. Get yourself back to center, because next up we're going to balance. All right, today we're going to return to the dancer that we did yesterday. See if we can cement that one a little bit more. If you remember, dancer is one leg up, holding your foot. So nice and super tall, thinking long, thinking balanced, thinking calm. I'm going to bring this up And just try it, just holding on to that foot, keeping your balance. Keep breathing, keep relaxing. Try to stretch that leg behind you a little bit more. Keep that gaze point, soft gaze, nice breathing. And when you're ready, put your foot back down. And get ready for the other side. Once again, find your calm first, find your balance, find your gaze point. And when you're ready, bring that foot up. Get up behind you, two hands, one hand. As we talked about, you can bring another hand up. You can bend into the pose more. Whatever you feel like. And take a breath. All right, let's take to the floor. I think you've worked quite hard enough today. So we'll start to wind back down, cool back down. Relax a lot of that energy that we got worked up. So back on flat on your back. We're going to start with the reclined pigeon pose, if you recall that. Bring one leg up, cross your ankle over your thigh, near your knee, and then lift that up toward you. Put your hands all around the outside, clasp your hands, and bring that in. It's just opening up this hips a little bit more. And now just try to relax and breathe into this. We'll call this a rest pose for all the hard work you've done. Stare off at the ceiling, keep breathing. Neck is long, shoulders are relaxed. And then take it back down. We'll switch legs, both feet on the floor, opposite ankle up on your thigh, and then lift and hug and back down onto the floor. And just hold that for a while. Keep breathing, keep feeling that stretch, opening up your hips. Just try to relax. Sink into the floor. And take it back down. And now bring both knees up to your chest and try to roll side to side a little bit. Work out those kinks in your back. And here's one more new pose. This is usually called Happy Baby, sometimes called Sleeping Yogi. Basically what you're doing is you're reaching for the outside of your feet. And this one kind of digs your back into the floor. You can roll around with this. You can kind of picture a happy baby doing this, huh? And knees back into your chest. And let's do just a final twist with your knees still up to your chest. Roll your legs over to one side. Try to keep your shoulders on the floor and look the opposite direction, but just gently, gentle turn with your head. Keep breathing. Feel that's just twisting, stretch. And come back to center. You can do that one leg at a time if it seems like a lot of muscle to pull both legs up, and then take them in the opposite direction. And look the other way. Shoulders flat, neck relaxed, head turned but not too much. And come back to center, feet flat on the floor. Get yourself in position for Shavasana. So take your shoulders down, press your lower back into the floor, reach your hands towards your feet along the floor, palms up, and then relax your shoulders. Take your feet down with your lower back still pressed, and then relax your lower back and let your feet fall open. Breathe and give over completely to relaxation. This is the time to completely forget about everything else and just give up using any kind of muscles. Focus your attention first on your face. Completely relax the muscles of your face. Your eyes are very soft. Your mouth completely relaxed. Your jaw. Feel where your head meets the floor. Imagine there's a zipper on the back of your head and it opens, and just all of the weight of your head just sinks, drains down into the floor. All of the sand, all of the thoughts, everything that's in your head is just draining right down into the floor. Your head be completely relaxed on the floor. Take your attention down to your shoulders. Notice the places where your shoulders meet the floor. Let them just sink with the weight. Let all the weight of your shoulders just be taken over by the floor. In the back of your chest, your lower back, your hips. Notice the places you meet the floor and just sink into them. Keep taking nice deep breaths, full breaths in and full breaths out. Take your attention to your arms and where they land on the floor. Upper arm, lower arm, your hands. Feel them completely giving over to the floor. No energy being expended at all. Take your attention to your legs. Notice the places your legs meet the floor. Let them just merge into the floor, just heavy completely on the floor. Your legs, your feet. So that now you're not doing anything to hold your body up off the floor. It is completely taken care of, completely cradled by the floor. Listen to the sounds around you, see if you hear anything. And just let your mind merge with the sounds that you hear. No thoughts, just relaxation. And just let yourself be empty for a moment. When you're ready, begin to wake your body back up. Just wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Start to stretch, come alive again. And in your own time, bring your knees up, feet flat on the floor, and then roll onto your side and slowly come up to a seated position. Head's the last thing to roll up. And when you're back up, take a nice deep breath. Get ready to face the rest of your day. May it be a good day, a sunny day. A productive day, a loving day. Set your intentions for what you want your day to be. And carry it with you throughout. Thank you for being here, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Namaste.